Hello guys, welcome to my channel Automotive Vibes. Today we will look at some basic terms in mechanics of machine. Let's move. Firstly, what is a machine? How to define a machine? Machine is nothing but a set of mechanism which takes the input as a power from a certain source and utilizes it against some resistance to overcome the resistance which is standing against the task to fulfill the task. Fine. It is nothing but set of mechanism which takes the power as an input to overcome the resistance which is standing in the task and fulfills the task. Right. Now here we have a word mechanism. How to define mechanism? Mechanism is nothing but a set of different elements which we call the kinematic link, which are capable of doing some physical work. Physical work in the sense transmitting the power. Right. Let's take some example. We have reciprocating engine. Here, the ignition or chemical combustion of fuel is the source of power. Then it is transmitted through the piston to connecting rod and fulfilling the task, that is rotation of the crankshaft. Now next we have kinematic link. Kinematic link are nothing but fundamental elements in the mechanism which have the resistant body. Now resistant body is nothing but the capability to transmit the power. Here we have four links. Firstly the piston, second link is connecting rod, third is crankshaft, fourth is the cylinder which holds them. Then based upon physical appearance or physical nature, we can divide kinematic link at the fundamental level into three categories. Firstly, rigid, flexible, and fluid. Rigid, we have piston connecting rod as a good example. Flexible, we have belt and metal wires in the electric circuits. In fluid, we have brake fluid, hydraulics, which we utilize to transmit the pressure from brake pedal to the brake caliper. Right. Then we have kinematic pair. Kinematic pair is nothing but the two kinematic link connected in such a way that they have a constrained motion. Now, constrained motion in the sense the input in one link will affect the other, means they have a relative motion between them which can be predefined. Right. Now, or the based upon motion, we have a type called relative motion, and based upon the contact, we have another type, contact type. Now, relative motion, the two objects can slide over each other, two objects can roll over each other, such that we can define number of examples. At the fundamental level, we have sliding, rolling, and turning, right? And in contact type, we have mainly two categories, lower pair and a higher pair. Lower pair nothing but when a kinematic pair have a surface contact, like we used to rub the duster over the board, it's having a surface contact, right? Higher pair is nothing but line or point contact. For example, a ball rolling on the ground has a point contact, right? Now next we have kinematic chain. Kinematic chain, what is kinematic chain? It's nothing but the assembly of kinematic pair attached in such a way that their motion is completely or successfully constrained, which means input in one pair will affect the other in such a way that we can define the effect in other. Fine. Now we have several types. First one is the locked one, and second one is constrained kinematic chain. Locked in the sense, irrespective to input provided in a chain, overall motion or overall output will be the same. If I provide input here in one of the link or the other or the third one, the output will be the same. Where if we come to constrained motion, we can obtain different kind of mechanism. For example, here I will fix the yellow link and I will provide input in the green link. Let's see what's the mechanism. It's nothing but crank and rocker mechanism, which we will see in depth in future. Similarly, in constraint, we can form different mechanisms, like we can fix the blue one and crank the other. Now we have kinematic inversions. Now, if we move back to mechanism, how to obtain mechanism, what kind of mechanisms we can obtain? It's nothing but obtaining different mechanism is known as inversions. If we define it completely, kinematic inversion is a process in which different kinematic chains or kinematic links are arranged in such a way that by fixing one of the link and studying the motion of the other, we can obtain different mechanisms. This process is kinematic inversions. Now we have number of examples. Four-bar link planetary gear system in the automotive, which we use in automatic transmission. Then we have differential in the rear axle in automotive. That's good example of inversion in which the planetary gears rotates while a car is rotating and it stays stationary while it's moving on the straight path. So these are some fundamental terms in mechanics of machine. I hope you understand. In the future, we will see in depth about kinematic inversions. Thank you guys.